So guys, we are a few days away from the Royal Albert Hall. It's roasting hot in the UK. Auntie Liz is fanning herself. I'm excited to be competing again. But the fan in me is super excited to see a return of another athlete who hasn't competed since 2019. The one and only Iron Biby.
The fan in you.
So Iron Biby's last contest was actually back in 2019 at the Worcester Dubai event, and he placed 11th out of 14. So it wasn't his best performance. That being said, we know how strong this man is when it comes to shoulder strength. And just this past weekend, he posted up a video, or official Strongman posted up a video, of Iron Biby training on the axle that we're going to be using next weekend. Now, bear in mind, a week out of competition is not really, you know, that's more, you're starting to go to deload now.
Yeah.
And he made 190 look like a deload.
For 3 reps.
For 3 ridiculously easy reps.
Yeah.
Now, let me kind of put this into perspective, okay? If I hit 190, I'm going to be doing backflips and like over the moon. Like my goal is 180.
Yeah.
You know, I have done more. My best ever was 205 on an axle. But a lot of, you know, I would say I was technically better. I kind of used to train it a lot. It used to be a really good event for me.
Yeah.
Watching Iron Biby do this 190 for 3, this is not meant disrespectfully, but you watch the great pressers, the likes of Luke Stoltman, Zadruna Savickas, you know, Graham Hicks, you know, all these incredible pressers. Eddie is slightly different, but yes, Eddie's still probably technically a lot better than Iron Biby. What I'm talking about is, you know, you look at Kiliashkovsky, for instance, Novikov. These guys, they're all technically very, very efficient. Iron Biby isn't.
He's got Mong strength, hasn't he?
It's one way of looking at it. Honestly, the guy is ridiculously powerful. And I mean this as a compliment. It's not to take anything away from him, because there's certain athletes out there, you try and change their technique too much and it just doesn't work for them. He's found a way that works for him. And it's just ridiculous to watch. If you haven't seen this video, you need to go watch it. 3 reps with 190 kilos. Now, he strict presses every rep. you know, his clean...
He speed presses those reps. It's ridiculous. It looks like an empty bar. It's hard to believe as an outsider looking in that
I couldn't press sort of 130 the way he presses that.
I couldn't press 130 pounds.
Well, that would be a very good press for you. But he really is just an incredible specimen, and I'm really looking forward to seeing him compete. I still haven't had a chance to talk to him. I want to kind of see if he's there for the records. We know how much the pressing is important to him. I think this year, I mean, he looks massive in the video. He's put on some size, I'd say. He's looking big. But when you look at the actual events for the whole contest, they're very, very good events for Iron Biby. Looking at like the Hercules hold, he's one of the best at the Hercules hold. His grip is phenomenal. He could very well, you know, when we talk about Hercules hold, we take Mark Felix out of the equation.
Yeah.
But
because we know he's going to win.
But Iron Biby could very well take second spot on that event. His grip is exceptional. He's very, very good at frame carries. His deadlift's improving. His stones are improving now. He trains on them more. But he's got 3 really, really good events with 2 not so bad events. And when we talk about deadlifts, it's not the strongest lineup of deadlifts we've ever seen at a contest.
No.
There's great deadlifters there, but sometimes you just look at the whole field and think, Jesus, where are you going to pick up some points?
Yeah.
He's a good enough deadlifter to pick up points against these guys. And same with the stones. So 3 potential event wins or top 2s puts you in a very, very good position. And I really do feel that the fan in me, I shouldn't be talking like this really, but
I know.
I am very excited to see him compete. I'm excited to see the return of Iron Biby, because he's such a great character. He's a lovely person as well. If you haven't had the chance to meet him, he's extremely friendly. Come and say hi to him.
He's very sweet.
You know, and when it comes to shoulder power, I honestly don't think anyone in the world is as strong as this man.
Remind us of the record then. Who currently holds it?
So the record as it stands is Eddie Hall's record. 216 kilos.
16.
Let's do that again. 216 kilos.
So do you think it's almost inevitable that it's going to go this weekend?
Well, the axle's a very, very tough event. Yeah. Now, we all know Iron Biby can press way more than 216 kilos. The big battle when it comes to the axle is the clean.
Yeah.
Now, if you think, the record has only jumped up 1 kilo from when Zdrunas Savickas held the record at 215 kilos. Eddie Hall took it to 216. We haven't seen it broken since then.
Do we know the weight jumps in the competition?
I'm not sure of the jumps, but I'm going to guess it will go something like 160, potentially 180, 190, 200. Then I would guess 210 perhaps. The issue then is how many people are left in.
Yeah, of course.
So I think they'll try and focus on competition results first before world records. But I would guess somewhere around the 210. If there's no one left in, then I think they'll jump straight to 217.
Because there's no guest lifters for this event like there is for the log or the deadlift.
No, everyone is competing in the whole show.
Okay.
And looking at the contenders.
Does he have any competition?
Well, we all know how good Luke Stoltman is at pressing. The issue for Luke is what's he like at cleaning the axle. Now, Luke is probably the best in the world when it comes to cleaning a log.
Yeah.
But the log and the axle are a little bit
Really
different. Again, we kind of all know if Luke can clean it, he's going to press it. And he potentially could certainly push iron. I mean, he could potentially break the record himself if his clean is in that kind of shape. I'm just not sure, because he's been focused on World's Strongest Man. There was a log for Max at Worlds. There was overhead medleys. He wasn't focusing on a big axle. So I don't know that he's had time to really focus on going for this record. Whereas Iron Biby has not competed since 2019.
And he skipped Worlds, and Colin said he skipped Worlds because he really wants to focus on this. So you'd expect something pretty impressive.
It makes you kind of feel that he's coming to smash this record. Now,
record only and not the competition?
Like I said, the events are great for him, but we'll find out on Saturday. You know, I truly believe if he's coming in great shape, he's a real contender to challenge the likes of Novikov, Tom Stoltman, you know, the last two World's Strongest Man champions, the other contenders that will be there fighting for the overall title. But I have a sneaky suspicion that he's here for the axle record. If he gets the axle record, I think he wants the log record. He's so well known now for incredible shoulder power. I think having those records is more important to him than winning shows. I might be totally wrong, so I don't want to put words in his mouth. And if Iron Biby turns around to me and you know, he says I'm here to win everything, then you know I'll be the first person to congratulate him. I am genuinely looking forward to seeing what he can do. All the athletes will have targets in their head. Myself, it's no different. I've got numbers in my head that I want to hit. If I can hit those and then a little bit more, you know, all the better. But that doesn't stop you supporting other athletes.
No, of course.
And Iron Biby's in a position, like, he's so far ahead of what I'm capable of. It just doesn't affect
There's
my
no
performance.
point in being like...
So I'm actually really looking forward to seeing what he can do. I'm looking forward to the whole weekend. It's all about enjoyment.
Are you nervous?
Do you know what? I'm not too nervous. I think I've competed for so long that the nerves aren't kind of what they used to be. I remember kind of before every comp I did, I'd need a wheel all the time, you sort of back and forth. And
it's been 2 years though.
It's been 2 years. I'm a bit sort of concerned about what kind of shape I'm in. I know I'm not at my best, but I've got a sneaky suspicion that I'm better than I think I am.
Yeah, I think you definitely are.
I think I've
you'll have a lot more to give on competition.
I've purposely done exactly what I've planned out in training. I haven't jumped up on any numbers.
And before, you would have jumped up. And maybe that's what contributed to some of the things that didn't go so well.
Well, you know, you always want to push yourself in the gym. When things are feeling good, you do have that tendency to push a little bit harder. I kind of had to make sure I got to the show. So it was like, right,
to prove Colin wrong and nothing else. Are we taking his hair? We'd say he agreed to this. I mean, should I bring a pack of razors?
We'll put it to the you know, the subscribers and the watchers. Comment below if you think Colin should lose his hair.
Well, he obviously should, because he bet you, and he said he would take your beard. Exactly, and we said we'd take his hair. So I'm going to bring.
Bring the shears.
Should I bring shears, a buzzer, or Bix? Not Bix. I'll bring a Gillette. Yeah, I'll bring a good brand for him.
No. You can't have just some buzzers. You know?
Buzzers. Okay. We're not going to make him smooth.
Colin's smooth enough all of his own. Guys, let us know what you think of Iron Biby's chances of the record, and also, do we take Colin's hair?
We obviously do, so don't even worry about answering that question.
While you're here, guys, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my awesome strength content.